All right, today we're taking a journey through India, a country whose story isn't just written in books. Nope, it's carved into ancient rock, it's woven into these absolutely stunning landscapes, and it's all preserved for you and me in its incredible collection of UNESCO World Heritage Sites. So here's a question for you. It kind of sounds like the beginning of a joke, right? A magnificent tomb, an old school mountain railway, and a massive wild forest. Stick with me, because by the end of this, you're going to know the pretty remarkable answer that ties them all together. Okay, so before we start our tour of India's incredible sites, let's back up for a second. We have to ask the big question. What is a World Heritage Site anyway? I mean, what does it actually take to get into this global Hall of Fame? Well, to put it simply, a World Heritage Site is a place that is so important, so special, that protecting it becomes everybody's job, the whole world's. It's basically part of our shared human story, and it's protected by international law so that our kids and their kids can experience it too. Now, the magic phrase here, the one that unlocks everything, is outstanding universal value. This is the absolute key. A place can't just be a national treasure. To make the list, its importance has to go beyond borders. It has to mean something to all of us, now and way into the future. So how do they decide if something has this universal value? Well, UNESCO has a checklist, and a site has to meet at least one of these criteria. Is it a masterpiece of human creativity? Does it tell the story of a civilization that's long gone? Or maybe on the nature side, is it just jaw-droppingly beautiful, or does it represent a huge chapter in Earth's history? As you can see, it's a really, really high bar to clear. So now that we get the rules of the game, let's turn our attention to India's own list. And believe me, its collection of sites truly makes it a global powerhouse of heritage. So what's the magic number? How many of these global treasures does India actually have? As of 2025, the number stands at an incredible 44. And that's not just a number, right? It's proof of the absolutely staggering depth of India's history and its amazing natural wonders. And if you break that number down, a really interesting story starts to take shape. You can see the huge majority, 36 of them, are cultural sites. That tells you right away that India's human history, from ancient cities to imperial monuments, is a massive part of its global importance. Then you've got 7 incredible natural sites and 1 very rare mixed site. And to put that all into perspective, that grand total of 44 sites places India 6th in the entire world for the most UNESCO World Heritage Sites. That puts it in some seriously elite company. Now, this didn't happen overnight. It's been a long journey. India got on board with the whole thing back in 1977. By 1983, its first heavy hitters were on the list. Places like the Taj Mahal and the Ajanta Caves. And it's a living story, with the newest addition, the Maratha military landscapes, just getting inscribed in 2025. All right, now for the fun part. Let's really dive in and take a trip through time, exploring some of the amazing cultural wonders that really are the heart and soul of India's UNESCO list. The timescale we're talking about here it's mind-blowing. We can zip all the way back to the Bronze Age at the Harappan city of Dholavira. We can see a world religion being born at the Buddhist stupas of Sanchi. Or we can go even deeper into the past at the rock shelters of Bhimbetka, where these prehistoric paintings give us a direct look into the lives of our ancient ancestors. India's story is also a story of massive empires, and each one left its own unique signature in stone. Up in the north, you have the Mughals, who gave us these elegant domes and grand, peaceful garden tombs. But then you go south, and you see empires like the Cholas, who built these massive temples that just reach for the sky, covered in these incredibly detailed carvings. But human genius isn't just about tombs and temples. It's also about incredible engineering. Look at the Queen's Stepwell. It's like an upside-down temple from the 11th century, all designed to get to water. Or what about the mountain railways, a modern marvel that conquered impossible terrain? But of course, it's not all man-made. India is also home to some of the planet's most important and just spectacular ecosystems, and 7 of them have earned that UNESCO stamp of approval. So check this out, the Western Ghats. This mountain range, and get this, it's older than the Himalayas, is a global biodiversity hotspot. It's so important that its listing isn't just one park. It's a whole network of 39 different protected areas, all working together to save countless endangered species. And the variety is just stunning. You go to Assam,
And you've got Kaziranga National Park, which protects the biggest population of one-horned rhinos on Earth. Then in West Bengal, the Sundarbans is the world's largest mangrove forest, a vital home for the Bengal tiger. And over in Rajasthan, Keoladio is actually a man-made wetland that's become this crucial stop for migratory birds.
So what happens when a place's natural beauty and its cultural importance are so connected that you just can't pull them apart? Well, you get a mixed site. India's only one is Kanchenjunga National Park. It's this sacred mountain landscape that's also home to some breathtaking Himalayan wildlife, the best of both worlds.
Okay, this all leads to a really important point. This list isn't set in stone. The story of World Heritage is a living, breathing thing, with new chapters being written all the time. Yeah, the story doesn't end here. This whole process of finding, nominating, and protecting these incredible places is still going on. Every single year, new sites are considered, adding fresh pages to our shared human story. And India's role in that future story? Well, it's looking pretty big. The country currently has a massive 69 sites on what's called its tentative list. Think of it as a sneak preview of what might be nominated next. And just taking a peek at that list is so cool. We're talking about things like the living root bridges of Meghalaya, where people and nature have literally grown bridges together. It includes parts of the ancient Silk Road and the harsh, beautiful culture of the cold desert landscape. So much cool stuff. So let's go all the way back to that question I asked at the beginning. What do a Mughal tomb, a mountain railway, and a mangrove forest have in common? Well, now you know, they all have that outstanding universal value. They're all chapters in our shared story that we've decided are worth protecting forever. And that really brings us to the big, final question for the future. With dozens more amazing sites waiting in the wings, which stories will we choose to preserve next for all of humanity?